Death. It is an inevitable destination for us all, a journey that every living being must undertake, the final frontier of our earthly existence, shrouded in mystery and often feared. But for the ancient Egyptians, death was not an end, but rather a transition, a passage into a realm beyond our mortal comprehension, the afterlife. They viewed it as a continuation of life, albeit in a different form. To these ancient people, death was merely a pause in the grand tapestry of life, a temporary slumber before awakening to an eternity of bliss. They believed that life and death were intertwined, each giving meaning to the other. They believed that with careful preparation, the deceased could navigate the perilous underworld and reach a paradise known as the Field of Reeds, a mirror image of their earthly lives. This paradise was a place of eternal peace and happiness, where they could continue their daily activities in a perfect, unchanging world. This belief permeated every aspect of their culture, shaping their art, architecture, and most importantly their burial rituals. The grandeur of their tombs and the intricacy of their burial practices reflect their deep-seated reverence for the afterlife. The Egyptians invested an enormous amount of time, energy, and resources into ensuring that their deceased loved ones successfully transitioned into the afterlife. They believed that the proper rites and rituals were essential for the soul's journey and ultimate acceptance into the Field of Reeds. They developed elaborate rituals and practices that reflect their profound reverence for the dead and their intricate beliefs surrounding the afterlife. These rituals were not just for the elite, they were a fundamental part of the culture, observed by all levels of society. These rituals, from the mummification of the body, which was believed to preserve the soul's vessel for eternity, to the construction of elaborate tombs which served as eternal homes for the deceased, were not mere ceremonies. They were meticulously orchestrated rites of passage, crucial for securing immortality. Each step was performed with precision and care, ensuring that the deceased was well equipped for the journey ahead. In the following sections we will delve into the fascinating world of ancient Egyptian burials, exploring their beliefs about the afterlife, the gods and goddesses who guided the souls, and the texts that provided instructions for the journey. The meticulous process of mummification, which involved removing the internal organs, drying the body with natron, and wrapping it in linen. The significance of burial offerings, which included food, jewelry, and other items meant to provide comfort and sustenance in the afterlife, and the differences in burial practices between pharaohs and commoners, highlighting the social stratification even in death. Join me as we embark on this journey through time, unraveling the mysteries and magnificence of ancient Egyptian burial rituals. Together we will uncover the secrets of a civilization that viewed death not as an end, but as a new beginning. The ancient Egyptians' vision of the afterlife was not a shadowy underworld, but rather a vibrant realm mirroring their earthly lives. They believed that life continued beyond death, in a place where they could experience joy, peace, and fulfillment. This belief was deeply rooted in their culture and influenced many aspects of their daily lives. They envisioned a paradise known as the Field of Reeds, where the deceased could enjoy their favorite activities, indulge in sumptuous feasts, and bask in the beauty of an eternal, bountiful landscape. This paradise was a reflection of the idealized version of Egypt, with lush fields, clear waters, and abundant resources. In this heavenly realm, they could reunite with loved ones for eternity, sharing in the joys of family and friendship. The Field of Reeds was not just a place of individual pleasure, but a communal paradise where social bonds were cherished and maintained forever. This idyllic afterlife, however, was not easily attained. The journey to the Field of Reeds was fraught with peril and required the deceased to navigate a complex and dangerous underworld. It was a treacherous journey fraught with challenges and trials, where the deceased had to prove their worthiness. They faced numerous obstacles, from fierce guardians to daunting puzzles, each designed to test their moral and spiritual integrity. This perilous voyage through the underworld tested the worthiness of the deceased. Only those who had lived righteous lives and could demonstrate their purity and virtue would be granted passage to the Field of Reeds. To guide the deceased through this perilous journey, the Egyptians developed an intricate belief system surrounding death and the afterlife. This system included detailed rituals, prayers, and spells designed to protect and assist the deceased on their journey. This belief system permeated their art, architecture, and daily practices. Temples and tombs were adorned with elaborate carvings and paintings depicting the journey to the afterlife and the rewards that awaited the righteous. Their literature too was rich with descriptions of the afterlife, providing a glimpse into their understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. Texts like the Book of the Dead served as guides for the deceased, offering instructions and spells to navigate the afterlife successfully. Tombs, for instance, were not merely burial chambers, but rather houses of eternity, lavishly decorated with scenes from the afterlife, and inscribed with spells and incantations to guide and protect the deceased on their journey. These tombs were designed to be eternal homes for the deceased, ensuring their comfort and safety in the afterlife. One of the most important elements of this belief system was the concept of the soul, or Ka. The Ka was considered an essential part of an individual's identity and spiritual essence. The Egyptians believed that the Ka was an eternal aspect of an individual, a spiritual twin that resided within the body during life and departed upon death. For the Ka to thrive in the afterlife, it needed to be reunited with the body, which required careful preservation. For the Ka to reunite with the body and achieve immortality, the body needed to be preserved through mummification. This process involved intricate and time-consuming methods to ensure the body remained intact for eternity. The tomb needed to be equipped with everything the Ka would need in the afterlife. This included food, clothing, and other provisions, as well as items of personal significance. These goods were believed to sustain the Ka and provide comfort in the afterlife, ensuring a smooth transition to the field of reeds. Central to the ancient Egyptians' belief in the afterlife was the preservation of the physical body through the intricate process of mummification. This practice was not merely a ritual but a deeply spiritual act that reflected their understanding of life, death, and the hereafter. The Egyptians believed that death was not the end, but a transition to another realm where the soul would continue its journey. They believed that the physical body was the vessel for the Ka, the spiritual essence, and its preservation was crucial for the Ka's survival and reunification with the deceased in the afterlife. The Ka, often depicted as a pair of upraised arms, was thought to be a vital force that needed a physical form to inhabit. Without a preserved body, the Ka would be lost, unable to find its way back to the deceased. This belief fueled the development of mummification, a sophisticated practice that evolved over centuries into a complex system involving skilled artisans and priests. These individuals were highly respected in society, as they were entrusted with the sacred duty of ensuring the deceased's safe passage to the afterlife. The process required not only technical skill but also a deep understanding of religious rites and rituals. The mummification process was an elaborate ritual, a delicate dance between science and religion, taking approximately 70 days to complete. Each step was performed with precision and care, reflecting the Egyptians' meticulous nature and their reverence for the dead. The process was divided into several stages, each with its own significance and purpose. It began with the removal of the internal organs, which were preserved separately in canopic jars, each dedicated to a specific deity. The heart, believed to be the seat of intelligence and emotion, was often left inside the body, while the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines were carefully stored in these jars. Each organ was associated with a protective deity, ensuring its safety in the afterlife. The body was then cleansed and dehydrated using a natural salt called natron, a process that lasted for several weeks. Natron, a naturally occurring compound, was abundant in Egypt and played a crucial role in the preservation process. It effectively removed moisture from the body, preventing decay, and ensuring that the physical form remained intact for eternity. Once dried, the body was anointed with fragrant oils and resins, wrapped in layers of linen bandages and adorned with amulets for protection. These oils and resins not only helped in preservation but also had symbolic meanings, representing purification and sanctity. The linen bandages were applied with great care, often inscribed with spells and prayers to safeguard the deceased on their journey. This meticulous process, far from being morbid, reflects the Egyptians' profound respect for the physical body and their unwavering belief in its importance for the afterlife. They saw the body as a sacred vessel that needed to be honored and protected. The care and attention given to mummification highlight their deep connection to their ancestors and their desire to maintain a link between the living and the dead. They believed that by preserving the body, they were ensuring the deceased's ability to enjoy the pleasures and riches of the afterlife. The afterlife was envisioned as a paradise where the deceased could engage in all the activities they loved during their earthly life. This belief provided comfort and hope, reinforcing the importance of mummification as a means to achieve eternal happiness. The mummified body served as a tangible link to the deceased, a physical anchor for the K to return to, ensuring the individual's continued existence beyond the mortal realm. This connection between the physical and spiritual worlds was central to Egyptian cosmology, emphasizing the interdependence of body and soul. Through mummification, the Egyptians sought to transcend the boundaries of life and death, creating a lasting legacy that would endure for millennia.